Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? I just ordered coffee. I'm so tired. I haven't had any yet. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning from Los Angeles. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Coffee Talk. Today is Wednesday, so it's Hump Day, which is super exciting. I'm so sleepy. I woke up at 4 a.m. My body clock is all messed up. I'm so tired. Oh, goodness. Excuse me. Good Lord. All right, so good morning, Cousin Beth and Kathleen. Alabama. Man. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you. You know, sometimes I think that I don't pull enough from my old relationship. I try to remember. I worked so hard to block so much of it out. But I try to remember the things about being in a relationship with a narcissist that stuck with me. What things about that relationship will I recognize in my next relationship or my next relationship? So I want to talk to you about things about a narcissist that you may not be aware of, that I wasn't necessarily aware of. But looking back now, I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. I see it. Okay. When I was with him, his career was always in some state of disarray. He was looking for a job or changing jobs or doing really well at a job and then leaving that job. There was always, and he was never the problem. It was always the job, the people at the job. So he would get a job and then there would be a swell of congratulations for him on a new job, and we would ride the wave of him being selected for the new job, and then he would work at that job for a while and then find a reason to leave that job. And the reason was never him. It was always the people at the job. The other thing is he could never quite get his finances in order. It was like there was always some like disarray with his finances. He never really knew how much money was in his account. It was like always an issue. And the other thing was, and here's this is a big one. He was a big drinker. He drank every day. He had a drinking problem. And I was the only one who knew it. And while everybody else in the world thought he was charming and social and fabulous and fun, I was looking around at the world going, how does nobody else see this man's drinking problem? How does nobody else see what's going on here? And that's part of being in a relationship with a narcissist, is you will see what so many other people don't. And it will be your painful, heavy cross and burden to bear alone. Because to the outside world, he or she will appear wonderful. Wonderful. They will think that you are the luckiest person in the world because this person is so charming and spectacular. I used to go to bars with him, and he would drink and buy people drinks and have these really engaging, charming conversations. And I would look at him, and I would be standing there sometimes thinking, this is going to end bad for me. Stop buying him drinks. Stop letting him drink with you. I'm going to have to go home and deal with this. So while you get Mr. Fun cheers guy, I get drunk guy who all of a sudden I'm the enemy. Every time we would go out and he would drink and he would be wonderfully charming with the rest of the world. And all I could think is, why doesn't he give that to me? Why don't I ever get that love, that charm, any of it? And then we would get in the car and he would start with the fights, picking the fights. Whether it was because I wanted to leave because I had to work in the morning, or he didn't like the looks I was giving him. All of a sudden he would make things up. He would say, don't think I didn't see you looking at me. I'm like, yeah, you're my boyfriend. We were there together. He's like, no, you know what I mean. With your looks, your judgmental looks. I can't stand to be out having a good time and turn around and see your face. And I'm like, okay. And then I would get quiet because I didn't want to feed into it. And he would launch into this tirade about how bad I was. And all of that would be to deflect from the fact that he had just spent money we didn't have, that he had just drank alcohol, too much out, whatever it was all deflection. And we would come home to this house that was in constant disarray. And nobody else outside of our relationship saw it. Everybody thought he was wonderful. They would come into our home and see this beautiful home that I had built, where not one thing was out of place because I wanted to be perfect. You come into my home with Michael, y'all, I do my best to keep that house clean, but it's not the same fear. When I was with him, my house was immaculate. There were always candles burning. I was always cooking these elaborate dinners because I so badly wanted to be perfect for him. There is no perfect in the eyes of a narcissist, because when you get when you get close enough to his idea of perfection, he will change his idea of perfection up so that you have to continue to chase your tail. You'll never catch it. Ever. And so much of what you know about who they are is a secret. It is your burden to carry because nobody else believes it. It's not what they see. People believe what they see. And he always looked so put together. Instead of him, people thinking he left the job for the reasons I knew he left the job, he would always tell people he was leaving for something better. They always thought he was climbing the ladder. And I'm like, he's leaving because he can't get along with anybody. Because he's not, this cold is killing me. I can't take it anymore. Melissa, Bruce, I can't do a cooking show tonight because I'm in a hotel in LA. But I can do one next week when I get home. So there are so many of you that are watching this and you're going, yes, oh my God, Jamie, yes. Behind the scenes, I am carrying the burden of knowing that he is so flawed and he can't keep his shit together. And the way that he presents manipulated truth to the public, and everybody thinks he is so wonderful and charming and put together. And it's all from the efforts that we make to keep up appearances. We are enabling them. I kept the perfect house. I played the role of the perfect girlfriend. What else was people going to believe? It's so hard, y'all. It is so hard. So hard. Yes, Inez, not even his mother will believe it. It is so true. I covered for my narcissist for so long. I did such a good job of playing the role and carrying his secrets that people actually believed he was like this super successful, charming, wonderful man. I deserve an Oscar. I do. I deserve an Oscar for my role. And when they can't control you anymore, Kelly Beth, they will control how others see you. When you stop endorsing their behavior, when you stop supporting it, when you stop keeping up illusions, they will start to make people believe that you are the crazy one. And you were the problem all along. And they are the victim in all of this. And sadly, people will believe it because you did such a good job of making the world believe that he was who you wanted him to be. And so they will believe him. And you will hate yourself. And when the world believes him, and begins to question you and your sanity, you will look back and you will hate yourself for the amount of energy you exhausted keeping that relationship going, helping to convince the world that he was perfect and your life was perfect, because now everybody believes him and nobody believes you, and you feel like you're losing your mind. And you will hate yourself. I went through it. But don't, because I'm here. We can get through it together. But I will tell you that there is somebody who needs this video. So please hit the share button right there. Share this video. People who are involved in relationships with narcissists need to hear this video. Please share it. I love you guys so much today. Have a great, great day.